and I hate to bring this up to you again, but I have to.
Yeah.
And I know what you're going to say. They have games like that, like 129 of them. But the reason why I still have not played Sonic Racing or any of the Sonic Racings is like that is because it never made sense to me that Sonic is the fastest thing alive and Sonic
he's in a car
racing in a car. And it just...
But you would like to see another racing game of Sonic on foot, right?
I would like to see a racing game with Sonic where you have different characters and each character is racing based off of their ability. So Tails is in his airplane. Amy would have a car to try to keep up with Sonic and the rest of her friends. You know, Rouge would have like her own little helicopter or something when she gets into her little escapades. You know what I mean? Like Knuckles might have some kind of bike or something.
Yeah, I mean.
But my point is, the people who can't run faster than sound, these folks, these characters, they actually have something to do with their story. Like, so when you play with these characters, like one of the things that made fighting games great was that when you played with the character, you were dealing with their story. Like each character had their own story. So do the same thing in these racing games. It feels really hollow when you just play a game, and this including Mario Kart too, and you're just playing a game and it really has no substance. Some games don't have to, but some games do. Like, okay, even Mario Golf back in the day, when you play Mario Golf, oh, I see the picture. But yeah, similar like that.
Yeah, there's actually a story to that.
They're racing.
Yeah, there's actually a story to that. You see that image right there? That was actually going to be Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. But the reason why they changed that concept is because the gameplay was kind of broken on it. The thing is, because they thought that they could change it by having everybody just race in different ways, it broke the dynamic of the game. Sonic was the absolute fastest character, which meant he couldn't lose. Tails could only fly, which meant his gameplay was clunky. Amy was probably the most, the greatest character in terms of, feel. The reason why they changed it from this direction is because when they put the idea on paper to have everyone race similar, different from one another, it didn't work out, which is why they said just everyone's gonna drive a vehicle, and even if characters are in airplanes, they're gonna try to keep them as close to the ground as possible, like Tails. That's why they made the decision to change it from that formula.
I'm gonna put it like
but they
this.
did have it in mind.
I don't really that I get maybe, but I can't completely agree with that one a whole 100%, especially depending on the year. And the only reason I'm saying, I don't know what year was it. What year was this?
This was when did the first Sonic and Sega come out? Let me see. Sonic and Sega All-Stars.
That looks like maybe 06. What I'm saying
it was at least 2010. Yeah, 2010.
Okay, so now they got the technology to do that. And that's the screenshot. Now, hold up. Now they got the technologies to do that. Now they have the technology to do that, and you don't even have. And my whole point with this is, it's only going to be a handful of characters that are running, and make each character have their own story in personal equipments and different things that they're doing with that. It's just, this is to a degree.
If you go back and do it, it's no problem.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is, so they had it in mind.
They just have to want to read.
But see, what I'm saying is, that was my point. At least they had it in mind. My point is, it bothers me that the characters, they didn't feel authentic. To me, a lot of games bite off of each other, just like everything. And a lot of the Sonic games, even though different, they're just a bite off of Mario Kart. The same thing with Crash Team Racing. They have their own different elements, but the source material is Mario Kart. So if you're already copying something, anyways, your source, because everybody get something from our source, at least make it your own. That's my biggest thing with it, that's why.
The funny thing is, when Sonic initially started, though, he tried not to bite off Mario, because with the Sonic R game, everyone was just on foot.
But he lost the first.
Yeah.
He lost first. He
Well,
lost the
actually,
first
no, I'm
console
wrong.
war.
I just thought about it. Oops, my bad. Sonic tried the kart thing too. Never mind, because the
Yeah.
first series was Sonic Drift, which had them in carts. So I just messed up right there. Yeah, he tried to bite Mario and compete
Yeah.
against him. That's what he
when,
tried.
when he lost the console war, when he became third party, he already lost the console war. Like like Sonic is a refugee, bruh. Bruh.
Yeah.
Sonic is a refugee. He's a video game refugee. Like he's another character without a true console home. Like he a console hoe. I told you this before.
Yeah.
And I love Sonic. You know, I openly say I had somebody like look at one of my videos and say, "Well, you don't know
Either that or a console bum. I'm not sure which, but
you're a Sonic lover," because they see my Sonic statue, and I'm like, okay, well, you act like Sonic is you act like there's a lot worse video game icons to be than Sonic. Like he's still relevant.
the character is still relevant, but more importantly, there's still a high level of popularity between them despite his ups and downs.
That's true.
I think it's just overall because the character himself is likable to that extent.
He is. I just want to see more from him too. I know he's got 120 games that's out there. I just want to. I want to see them get to one thing and stick to it. Like that's why I say he a video game hoe, because he doing something on every different format. Like can he just get the same Sonic, or at least if it's not the same Sonic, can we at least get? I know the game coming up.
Just need to stop making exclusive deals. Sega keeps doing that with like almost all their IPs. You look at how they did Yakuza for the longest. Like Yakuza was a complete whore for PlayStation before they finally said, "Okay, now we'll start putting them on Xbox too." But look at how long it took.
Yeah, but that's the point.
There's no reason for it to have to be exclusive like that. It's just something that, for some reason, Sega loves to do that. I don't know why.
Money.
And I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon either.
It's not.
They're going to probably make another deal with Sonic going exclusive to Nintendo.
He's always going to be on his own different. Like he doesn't really have a home. He doesn't really have a storyline because we don't know what storyline it is. He's just what adventure is Sonic on now? Like when Mario, say what people want to say about Mario, but when Mario goes on an adventure, like a major adventure, we know it's a major adventure. It's an event. Like his other adventures are explained. Like Sonic's adventures aren't explained. Like why are you fighting with a sword in the night? Like how is that in correlation with everything else? You know, it's just like he has one story that pops up.
Well, the stories themselves explain that to simply put. But yeah, I get why people would they would question it just from visually seeing it without playing the game itself.
The stories say that, but the consoles don't, and that's my point again. Is nothing linear to what's
the
going
consoles
on.
Don't say that. Yeah. It's just you see the character with a story. You go, why the fuck does he have it?
Sonic Colors has nothing to do with Sonic 06, and neither does all the ones that came out on the Wii. Those have no correlation with it. They explain what's happening in their story, but it's not even like Kingdom Hearts where it's explaining that it's in a different paradigm or different world. It's just like, okay, well, Sonic's Colors on it.
Well, Sonic is more of a misadventure series now.
That's why
it's very similar to like Mario. Mario is like that too, where they did have the games that used to be chronological, but then they stopped the chronological stories so they could tell misadventure stories instead.
Let me get back to the main point. The meat is Mario is on Nintendo. He ain't went nowhere. And Sonic
he ain't went
on Nintendo, on Xbox, on PlayStation, on Neo Geo if they had something. He is on the back of your neck if you want him to be. He's wherever Sega wants him to be. And it's what it's done is it's taken. Look at even like Crash. Well, I hate to bring up Crash. Spin. But you know what?
It's kind of the same situation with
it
Crash,
really is the
except
same
there's no
situation,
exclusive.
and I mentioned that before.
Like,
See that, and that's what the difference there. He's also a video game refugee, and he shouldn't have been. Crash should still be the. I know it's shit that happened, but Crash still.
Sony cares about that franchise a lot, so it's weird that happened.
It's no reason that Sony shouldn't. They should not have let Crash go. Crash was like Sonic of his generation. He openly was spitting at people, and he had reason to.
And if you're still thirsty, here's another video for you right here and right here. Water's wet.